Growing up, I grew up in Sparks, Nevada, and a lot of people don't know this. I raised sheep, but I was a very, very shy little boy and trying to figure things out, and had wonderful parents who gave me a lot of courage and gave me the confidence in my convictions to believe that I could be whoever it was that I wanted to be.
Hi, I'm Paula Sneed. I grew up in Malden, Massachusetts. And as a high school student, I was a dreamer and a planner. I had a part-time job. I was a school leader. I was a hard worker in school, and I was a civil rights advocate. What it means to be a first-generation college student is to be the fulfillment of my parents' dreams. They graduated from high school in 1939 and 1940 when Black folks many didn't graduate from high school, let alone college. From the time I was a small child, they told me I was going to college, so every day I knew that would be my fate. Being a first-generation college student meant being a pioneer.
I was the beneficiary of very strong parents who taught me how to work hard, expected what I thought at the time ridiculous amounts from me, but turns out it was just a useful training regimen. And I'm the beneficiary of a couple teachers who saw things, and there was probably lots of other people in my village, as there were, that knew a lot of things I didn't know and saw things that I didn't see, most of them in me, and they demanded that I perform and position myself so that I could become the beneficiary of what they thought might be coming for me.
I did high school debate and I loved it. It was the first activity that taught me that being smart can be a superpower, and that if you do your research, you can beat most anybody in an argument. It's still a very useful skill today. And I grew up knowing that I was going to go to college. Neither one of my parents went to college. They worked really hard and taught me about education, about what it meant to be someone who could say that they had graduated college and maybe even to go on to education beyond that. And so for me, going to college was fulfilling their dreams. It was owning up to my side of the promise I made to them to do everything I could to be the kind of student and the kind of daughter that would make them proud. And to this day, it means so much to me to be able to say that I'm a college graduate, I'm a law school graduate, and that I hope to someday be able to say that my kids went on to do even more than I did.
Educators were a big part of my life, and it's the reason why I sit here now today as the State Superintendent of Public Instruction. So I like to carry them forward in who I am each and every day to help build a community. At this point in time, across our nation, we have many people who would love to partake in higher education, but they don't see themselves in the path of how to get there or have the resources to get there. And so making sure that I model each and every day how you can come from, in my instance, poverty, parents who loved me, but also wanted to make sure that I had the best and I could achieve the best. And I was able to do that. And so today, as I work and live and become part of a community that supports first-generation college-going students, it is an honor.
I'm most proud of the opportunity to really improve education in the state of Nevada. When I was governor, I visited over 300 schools in the state, and it really inspired me to do the best that I could do for our children. I think every child, no matter where he or she comes from, should have the opportunity to fulfill their dreams and be whatever it is they want to be. So I really worked hard to invest in not only K through 12 education, but higher education to provide a future for each and every child in the state of Nevada.
I came to Nevada 10 years ago, a little more than that, not really knowing whether this was going to be my home, not really knowing what my life here would look like. Came here for a 3-month job and what was supposed to be 3 months blossomed into 10 years. And in that time, I've gotten to do a lot of really great work. I've gotten to pass legislation, I've worked with policymakers, I've helped run major campaigns. All of it has been incredible. But perhaps where I think of my impact the most, and where I think of how I want to be thought of as a Nevadan, is someone who helped open doors for others.
For me, success is being able to turn around after having gone into the field, managed to acquire a few things, to bring some of those back to those that paid the price to get me to be able to go out to do those things. So being successful in the community means growing up, doing well, launching on your own, and being successful enough that you could bring back more than you left with, so that you can share that bounty with those and that environment that launched. The beneficiary of many blessings, sacrifice of many people. All of those who sacrificed before did so with the hopes that those that follow would take good advantage of it, return, and then become the next link in the chain. Hopefully, when they evaluate the chain, they'll hopefully see me as a useful, strong, and contributory link that did the job to transfer what was before into what is to become.
I enjoyed doing work around career and technical education and expanding those access for students, building out the career and technical education programs, magnet schools, having students have the opportunity to do hands-on work and enjoy it.
I'm most proud of the fact that my husband and I have been able to invest in some brilliant entrepreneurs who have ideas and programs that are going to transform our community. My husband met Erica Mosca the first week we were in Las Vegas and understood the power of her dream and her vision for leaders in training. And we've been investors ever since. I've seen the leaders, I've met the leaders and seen the leaders in Leaders in Training. And they are an amazing group of young people. They are inspiring. They are the types of individuals who can take our state to a different place. And I am excited about watching them over the next 10 and 20 years become the fulfillment of not only Erica's dreams, but the dreams of all of us who recognize the strength we have here in Southern Nevada.
Leaders in Training is an amazing organization, and really proud of everything that you've accomplished, and all the young men and women that have participated in that program. Really, what I like to call, have special powers to not only be successful in their own lives, but set examples for others and really inspire them to be the best person that they can be.
LIT is a huge part of how Nevada is going to lift out of where we've been in the pandemic, diversify the economy, grow a community that is diverse, value the diversity within our community, and move the entire state forward.
We are a place where people can come with a big dream and a hard work ethic and make most anything happen. And so to me, Nevada's future is so bright because it's one full of opportunity and potential, and it's one that we're living up to every day. And when you think of Leaders in Training, it's that story. It is a big dream, a hard work ethic, people who believed and came together to do something so much bigger than what existed before. And as a result, we have a group of leaders who are ready to take on the challenges of our future, who are ready to be the leaders we need, and who are ready to continue to do the work of empowering and training others to join them.